What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another edition of Import Boken. Today we're going to take a look at the Japanese version of Maniac Mansion on the Famicom, which is actually very different from the North American release. Graphically, sound-wise, tons of stuff. So I've only played a very brief moment of this. I was browsing around the internet looking at things about it. I was curious if they ever did like an English translation of it, which I know is kind of redundant considering that there is an actual English NES release. It's probably far superior. But I did some digging, no translation patch, but someone did take the time to actually do a translation of all the different verbs, the items, and the characters and all that stuff. So I'm going to kind of use that as my guide and dive in a little bit to this game and just see some of the differences. So if you're a big North American Maniac Mansion fan, you're going to see some crazy differences here most likely, and so am I. So I'll be curious to see both our reactions. So let's get right into it. I'm looking at the title screen here. You can already tell there's a big difference with the stuff. Title screen, password, no battery backup, which is kind of crazy, but if you think about it, this was probably put out before the Famicom disk system, or during the Famicom disk system, and I don't think they really had any battery backup carts in Japan made back then for whatever reason, until after kind of the failure of the Famicom disk system. So let's look at our characters. We still got Dave, we got Sid, we got Michael, we got Wendy, Bernard, Jeff, very girlish looking Jeff there, and we got Razor. So why don't I go with my classic team here of Michael and Bernard, and we're going to hit start. So that's similar, just animated a lot less compared to the NES version. The music's kind of the same, just different use of drum samples and stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and skip this. And here we go. It looks like Dave is talking to them about the plan to rescue Sandy, how to get in, and of course the rest of the guys will be complaining in a second as far as what's going on. But listen to that sound effect. It's supposed to be crickets. Definitely did not sound like that in the actual NES version. Bernard's leaving. You probably called him a tuna head. Michael asking some different questions. How are we going to get in there? We'll look for a key under the doormat. This is all assumed. I'm not reading any of the text here. So, control looks to be like normal. Aim where you want to go. Now listen to that. Every time you walk. That'll get old quick. We're going to walk off screen here. No scrolling. Mailbox. Do we get an indicator when it sees what's there? Assuming that's the doorbell. There's the doormat. So let's see, what is the command for use? And that should be this, it looks like. So let's see if that's the doorbell, which is very hard to get your mouse to go where it needs to. Whoa. Oh, okay. There's your password if you hit select, apparently. Try remembering that, folks. That's probably a blast. Anyway, let's try to figure this out. Can we use the doorbell or not? And that should be that piece right there. Is that a doorbell? Okay, that's not working. How about we open the doormat? Maybe I'm not hitting the commands right. What if we pull the doormat? It's so hard to aim exactly where you need to get it to. There we go. Did it. So there's the key. So get would be right here. So it's more like a confirm, I guess. So let's go ahead and see if we can use the doorbell. Assuming that's a doorbell. Maybe not. Maybe they don't have a doorbell in this version, which would be hilarious. So let's go ahead and use key on the door. Cool. Let's get him in. He looks totally 80s, I'll give him that. That's tremendously terrible music. Let's pause. So how do I change my characters? That's this right here. New kid. Right? Oh, I see. It must be Dave. It must be Mike. This must be Bernard. No, apparently not. Dr. Fred and Sandy. I will say this Dr. Fred sprite looks a little bit more normal on this version than he does in the regular NES version. Help, help, help. Bernard. I'm pumped that Day of the Tentacle is actually getting a re-release, a special edition. That's exciting. Alright, so let's see if it's accurate with Nurse Edna being in the kitchen at the moment. Let's see if I can flee. Oh my god! Funky music. Now, here's an interesting thing about this. In the NES release, the first time Nurse Edna grabs you in the original game, it's a shock because the screen scrolls. It's so much bigger. You don't get the full scope of the room. So when you first come upon her, the first time you play the game, it scares the crap out of you. And then you get thrown in the dungeon, of course. So that loses the effect because they basically have to do a full room at a time. Kitchen music, apparently. Some of the music's not too bad. This is a little catchy. Can I get the chainsaw? Yeah, I want to get the chainsaw. Starting to get familiar with the kanji here. Push, I need to get it. Nope, don't want the password. I just wanted a shortcut for the command, which apparently isn't possible. Can I use the same command? Nope. It just kicks it back. Yes, I don't want to confirm, just grab it. Open this. That was painful, whatever that was. There's Weird Ed. Probably coming down to get some food, so I gotta be careful. If he's saying it's too high on this version. Let's see. It's film developer. Nope. Still gotta get that from the basement. They kept that dynamic the same. It's Tentacle Chow, if I remember correctly. And that door is locked. You must have already left. We'll go upstairs. Actually, I want to see how the game emulates darkness. That's interesting. I don't think the characters actually follow suit like they did in the NES version. Like, they actually literally travel from room to room. Because I should have ran into him, obviously. We'll actually see. Let's see if he gets captured. But let's go to here. See if this is dark. Oh yeah, okay, so they convey darkness the same way as they did in the NES release, for the most part. Usually you were like gray in the North American release, at least. The same. Can we turn on the television? That's one way you need to beat the game, so I'm assuming yes. I think that it was 3 guys, either 3 guys or 5 guys that can publish anything. Keep wanting to hit select for the shortcut. It's all the same. And we'll open this last door and then we'll call it quits here. Maybe we'll use this one for a live Gamer Logic special at some point. This was actually taken out of the North American release, the final North American release. And I think that's Freddy Krueger, but that's all the time we have for on this episode of Import Boken, guys. Hope you enjoyed taking a look at this very weird version of Maniac Mansion. And of course, I'll see you guys next time on Import Boken. Peace.